Our journey begins. It is day 67, August 6, 2024. And today we are going to go over a little bit of the summary of what I did. So basically, on today's agenda was to work on going back and continuing to formalize the movement constitution, the original constitution, which, as a reminder, is like the original sort of outline of how things could go. More than just a narrative form, but like outlined logically, clearly, concisely. So I had a previous outline, but then after writing all the narratives, when I came back to that outline, it just didn't quite make sense. I thought the outline should pretty much line up with the narratives. So I updated the outline. I'm going to basically have the 12 parts of the outline similar to the narratives, and then have the appendix with the different various specific topics. So then I sort of started with a prelude introduction, which I had already written, and then I wrote this part of why to live life open-minded, sort of mapping out specific items. And here a lot of times I say, like, seems very likely to me, but I wouldn't have to say very likely to me. I mean, it should be likely to everyone. And then perception of reality would be the next step, which would be like the problems, possibilities, and confusion. And in general, that's how it goes. Like, basically, you have to get to a point where your mind is capable of understanding the actual truth of the matter. If your mind is so confused, if you're constantly forcing beliefs down on yourself, then you're not going to be able to really solve any problems truthfully. So once you're willing to be truthful with yourself, basically, and consider all the options, then you would consider all the options. You would look at reality, look at what's going on, see if you can figure out the main premise of like what's happening. And in general, you get to like, well, there's some issues. If there were no issues, we might not even be thinking about this. And then there's possibilities of like what we imagine could be possible, like a world without these problems. And then the general confusion of like, okay, this and then that, and then these problems and those problems. And but I think tomorrow I'm going to continue writing this out, working on the narratives and whatnot. All right. Thank you. I'll see you tomorrow.